Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Penix. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A good pickup there at 22.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run here with Algier. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And looking to throw, Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! From 4 yards out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Coup for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Falcons 21, Rams 7. Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, LA! Jerry Jeudy, 52 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Penix. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
To the air, Penix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And then, folks, he's driving a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Sanders trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught.
How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Penix working out of the gun here. Over the middle, caught by London. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. In motion comes the tight end left.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Third and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Back to throw. Sanders. He's going to get that. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And some room to work. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Koo now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Algier now up the middle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 14.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
42 yards.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces